Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa, for those of you who don't know. And for today's video, I'm sharing with you some of my favorite Weight Watchers friendly, healthy-ish snacks, or just snacks that I love to snack on. So a lot of the products are like in the refrigerator, so I didn't want to bring all of my food out here and be in front of like the really hot lights and stuff like that. So instead, I'm just going to be inserting pictures on either side of me. So if you guys are interested in this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and then please don't forget to subscribe before you go if you do like what you see. And without further ado, grab a snack and let's just go ahead and get talking. Okay, so first thing that I want to talk about is a Weight Watchers string cheese. So there are actually two Weight Watchers string cheeses that I like. There is the jalapeno one if you like spicy or just a little like extra kick, you're really gonna like that one. And then they also have the regular Weight Watchers string cheese. I eat both. I love both. I probably eat them once a day. It is just one point, I am such a cheese lover. I've always been such a cheese lover, so literally need it. Another trick with that is if I am making a sandwich or something like that and I don't want to use a higher point cheese, then I'll just go ahead and tear like the little string cheese up and put it on my sandwich, and it just tastes exactly the same. It's less points. So I love Weight Watchers string cheese. They are very, very flavorful, very good, and very good in points. And next up we have the light Babybel cheese. So specifically get the light one. It is 1 point. I really like the cheese. It's very, very creamy. I also heard that the Laughing Cow cheese is good as well. I haven't tried that one. I've been trying to find it, but I can't find it anywhere. So if you know where to get it, please let a girl know, because I can't find it anywhere. My ShopRite does not have it. But onto the Babybel light cheese. I really love it. It just is the one in the blue like packaging, and it just tastes really, really good, and it just that nice creamy cheese that, you know, sometimes you want that just string cheese can't give you. Now the next thing I want to talk about is the Angie's BoomChickaPop sweet popcorn. It is so good. I usually get the one that is already like pre-packed, so it comes in, I get them at Target. I get a few bags of them, and it's 4 points for one. They just satisfy my like sweet and salty craving that I had. They taste really, really good. They're very crunchy. I usually have that for dessert, just for like a nice salty sweet snack. Really, really love them. They taste delicious, and only 4 points, which is like the best. Another popcorn is the skinny popcorn. That is really good. I love the popcorn. The only thing is with that one, it doesn't have a lot of flavor. So I actually have these little flavor things that I did get from Amazon, but I've seen them at ShopRite, but they're just little flavors like ranch that you can put on your popcorn just to give it a little bit more flavor. So skinny popcorn is really good, but you can also do, I believe it's like 1.5 cups of the white cheddar popcorn by Smartfoods, and that's about 5 points. You can basically choose any of those for the popcorn, and they just taste so good. I'm such a cheese lover, so the white cheddar popcorn is like the best ever, but the skinny popcorn is really good as well. Next up, yogurt bowl. So I actually make this. I use non-fat Greek yogurt. It's 6 ounces for 2 points. Then I'll drizzle on some Walden like 0-calorie strawberry syrup right on top, and then I'll throw in some strawberries or blueberries, basically any fruit that I want in there, and then I will add in some chocolate. So that's about like 5 to 6 points, and I have made that on my what I eat in the day video. I eat that for breakfast, I'll have that for dessert, and it's just really, really good. So I make that, but it's very, very simple to make. You can throw in some granola if you don't want chocolate, and I just again eat that for breakfast or for dessert, and it just tastes so, so good. So love that. I'll insert like a photo of what it looks like when I make it, but it is just delicious. Like, it's just such a perfect sweet snack if you don't want ice cream. But speaking of ice cream, Halotop ice cream, you can get 1 cup of that. I know it's small, so it usually just provides me at least 2 servings, but 1 cup of that is like 5 points, which is amazing. I am such an ice cream lover. Like, I could literally eat ice cream every single day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I've always been like that. I've always loved ice cream, but Halotop, specifically the sea salt caramel one, is my absolute favorite. I love how it tastes. It does have protein in it, but it doesn't have that like protein sort of consistency consistency, which I appreciate. It just tastes delicious, and it's very low in points compared to other ice creams. I think when I first started, I had one of the Talani like gelato ice creams, and it was 13 points for 1 cup, and I was like, oh my god. So seeing how the Halo one is only 5 points for a cup, I was like, oh, that's perfect. Yes, I need it. Again, I've only tried the sea salt caramel one. I love sea salt caramel, so I love it. I know that different flavors do have different points, but the sea salt caramel one, by far my favorite, and that's the only one that I've purchased, truthfully, because I love it. Next up, we have a gluten-free pretzel. So I actually use the Snyders gluten-free pretzels. I actually just had some before, but they taste so good. They taste like regular pretzels. You can have 20 of them for 3 points, which is a bomb, and they're just really filling. They give you a nice crunch, which I like, and I'm such a pretzel lover. Like, have it with some hummus or have it by itself, or which a dip that I'm going to talk about, but it is just so good. I love pretzels, and I feel like with a little sandwich or wrap or just for a snack at 3 o'clock, just such a great alternative, and it's very, very low in points. 20 is actually a lot. Then we have the lentil chips. So I actually got these from Thrive, which is a website where you can order specialty foods if you have allergies or anything like that. I did see them on Amazon. They were very, very highly priced on Amazon, but you did get a mixture of them, but they are just so good, guys. So it is basically a chip that is made out of lentil. If you guys don't know what lentil is, it actually is a bean, but it just tastes delicious. It doesn't taste like healthy, which is, in my opinion, really good, because when I want a snack, I don't want something that's like always healthy. So they taste really good. I specifically love the dill one. If you love pickles, get it. It is so good. It tastes like pickles, but it's not overpowering, and it just again has that nice crunch. I usually have that when I have my little like snacky lunch, and it's just delicious, and it just makes me feel like I'm eating potato chips, but something a little bit more healthy. Then one thing that's obvious is fruit. I actually really enjoy snacking on fruit. I eat fruit probably 2 to 3 times a day. I absolutely love eating fruit, and it's just really healthy. I feel like now that, well, summer's basically over, but now that it's like more warmer weather, I just crave like a nice juicy peach. Like, it's so good. I don't know what I'm gonna do when winter is here, because peaches aren't that good in winter. Do peaches even come out in winter? I don't think so. I usually get them in summer, but I just crave a nice juicy like peach, and it just hits the spot. We also have a Dove chocolate, specifically the little square. So it's the dark chocolate from Dove, and one of those is 2 points, and I specifically say the dark chocolate one. It's actually the only one that I have eaten. I don't know if milk chocolate are the same points, but one of those little chocolates is actually 2 points, and it tastes so good. It really satisfies your chocolate craving, which to me is very important because I'm such a chocolate fiend. So just 1 or 2 of those actually like kill my chocolate craving. Typically 1 of them, because it is a little bit more rich, and it also has those cute messages inside, which is just like so adorable. So definitely have to have those Dove dark chocolate. Next up, since we're talking about chocolate, let's discuss Lilly's chocolate. So I actually got this on Thrive too, but I know that Whole Foods sells it. This chocolate is so good. They do have a sea salt one, and they do have a dark chocolate one. I specifically obviously love the sea salt one. I love sea salt and chocolate and like caramel. Definitely my go-to, but this is just a sea salt chocolate one, and it is so good. So this is actually lower in points than regular chocolate, I think, because it does have that stevia in it, but it doesn't taste like it has stevia. It doesn't taste artificial at all, and I feel like I'm somebody who's kind of sensitive to that. I can kind of pick up if something tastes like artificial sweetener stuff. This actually doesn't. It just tastes so delicious, and it also satisfies your sweet tooth, but you can get a lot of it for a little amount of points, which is like amazing. This I specifically recommend you measuring in grams, but it is just delicious. It's so good. So if you can get your hands on it, go ahead and grab it. Then we have Veggie Dip. Oh my gosh. So specifically the one that I love, my friend Michelle actually like turned me on to it. It is the Marzetti Light Veggie Dip. It is so good. So 2 tablespoons, I believe, is 1 point. So pretty much I use either any like pretzel or I use any vegetable, and I just dip it in there, and it's just that French onion dip. Specifically, I've tried the French onion dip. I didn't even say that, but it just tastes like that French onion dip that, you know, you would eat with the chips, and it's just so good, lower in points, and you just pair it with the carrots specifically I do, or celery or broccoli or peppers or anything like that, and it is just such a low point snack, and it's just very flavorful, and you can kind of trick your mind into thinking, okay, I'm getting that French onion taste like I would with the potato chips, which is something I would eat all the time. I love French onion dip. It is so good. But this one is a light one, and it doesn't taste diet or light or anything like that. It just tastes really, really good. Next up, we have veggie straws. I love veggie straws. They are very salty, so they definitely satisfy my salty craving. I usually get them when they already pre-packaged, just like the popcorn that I talked about. I love getting pre-packaged stuff because it just makes it so much easier. Instead of sitting there and counting each stick, all you have to do is just count the whole package, and it just makes it a lot easier, a lot less time consuming, very easy to just grab and go. Pretty much, I love them so much. They taste really, really good, and they're a little bit a lot healthier than potato chips, so they just really satisfy my like sweet salty craving, and they taste delicious. And then next up, we are talking about rice cake. So I love rice cakes. I have them for a snack around 3 o'clock if I want some peanut butter on top. I'll talk about the peanut butter I use later, but I'll put some peanut butter on top, or I eat it for breakfast and I'll just have 2 rice cakes with peanut butter, or I'll just go ahead and just have like the rice cake by itself. So rice cake is 1 rice cake. The one that I get is the ShopRite brand, but I have 1 rice cake and that is 2 points. I usually get the caramel one just to have a little bit more flavor, and it just tastes delicious. You definitely taste the caramel. And then like I was saying with the peanut butter, I actually use PB2. So PB2 is basically a peanut butter, but you make it yourself and it's lower in points. So peanut butter unfortunately is so high in points, guys. Even the whipped one, which like I had as well, the whipped one is very high in points too. This peanut butter is not. So you can get 2 tablespoons of the peanut butter for 1 point, which is amazing, and it just really satisfies the peanut butter craving that you have, and it also really makes you full. So again, this is one that you make, so it does come in a powder. All you have to do is just take 2 tablespoons of the peanut butter, add in 1.5 tablespoons of water, and then mix it up, and then just put it on your peanut butter. A lot of people said they don't like the consistency of it. I don't mind that. I feel like the consistency is pretty thick, but you can always make it a little bit more lighter if you do add water or anything like that, but it just tastes so good, and it tastes like regular peanut butter in my opinion. Another one that they do have is the PBDO chocolate, and that is so good. If you're craving chocolate, go ahead, do that. If you're a Nutella lover, you're gonna like this because it actually keeps you a little bit more full than regular Nutella would. So it's the exact same thing, so you do have to make it yourself. Use the tablespoons of the powder and then also the water, mix it together and put it on your toast or anything like that. I specifically love putting the chocolate one on toast, and that's just because it kind of tastes like chocolatey, like a little bit different texture Nutella, and I was such a Nutella lover, and it just really satisfies your sweet tooth. I mean, if you want, you can even take, this is actually a good idea, I just thought of it, like if you have strawberries and then you dip your strawberries in that and just have like chocolate covered strawberries, I feel like that would taste delicious. So definitely try that. That is very, very good. So let's talk about SmartSweets. So I used to love having peach rings or Swedish fish, and I still want to be able to indulge in them. So there are these snacks called SmartSweets, and they're actually a lot healthier than getting regular Swedish fish or peach rings or anything like that. 1 pack is, I believe, 3 to 4 points, and they just taste really good. They taste exactly like regular Swedish fish would, or the peach rings. Truthfully, I really, really love the peach rings better than the Swedish fish one. They also have different flavors as well. I haven't tried any of the other ones out, but the peach rings really just kill it for me. They taste exactly like peach rings, and they just taste delicious. So if you're somebody who likes peach rings and likes more of the gummy sort of candy, you're definitely going to like them, so check them out. And oh my god, my water bottle has been sitting there the whole entire time. I'm so sorry, guys. That was probably so distracting. I did not even notice my water bottle was there. Sorry, guys. And then the last thing that I want to talk about is Coke Zero. So I'm not really like a soda drinker, but here and there I'll just want a soda, but soda is really, really high in points. Specifically, like I had a ginger ale one time, and I think the ginger ale was like 8 points or something like that, and I was like, oh my god. But ginger ale really does help my stomach when I'm having like stomach issues. But anywho, if I really, really am craving a soda, I actually go for Coke Zero. So it doesn't have any sugar in it. Basically, like all the nutrition facts for Coke Zero are 0, but it doesn't taste like a diet Coke. It doesn't taste like a diet flavored at all. Again, I'm somebody who is very sensitive to those diet flavors or just artificial sweeteners. This doesn't taste like that. Sensitive, when I say sensitive, I mean like I don't like the flavor of them. But with this, I actually don't taste the artificialness of it. It just tastes really, really good, truthfully. It just tastes like you're having a Coke. Even before I had Weight Watchers, I always preferred Coke Zero over regular Coke. That's just something that like I've always loved it for a really long time. But those are all of my little snacks. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this little snack list tutorial of some products that I really, really adore. So if you guys are interested, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe before you go if you do like what you see. If you want some more videos like this, definitely give me a comment down below and I will make that happen for you guys. And I will see you guys in a few days in my next video. Bye!